Have you ever looked at your paycheck, seen a number that should make you feel rich, but you still feel stuck? You see the six figures, the result of all the hard work, the promotions, the late nights. On paper, it looks like you've made it. It's the dream, right? But deep down, there's this nagging feeling that you're just running in place, trapped. You're earning more than ever, yet you feel no closer to actual freedom. For years, I was on that same hunt for a six-figure salary. I completely bought into the idea that a bigger paycheck would solve all my problems. And I got it. I got the raises, I got the bonuses, and all it did was build me a bigger, more expensive cage. I'd fallen into the high-income trap, that weird spot where my income went up, but my peace of mind and control over my own life went down. I realized my high-paying corporate job wasn't my ticket to freedom. It was the biggest thing standing in my way. It was a pair of golden handcuffs, shiny and comfortable, but handcuffs all the same. And that's the big lie of earned income. We're taught to trade our time for money. Go to school, get a good job, climb the ladder, and your salary will set you free. But it won't. That salary, that thing that's supposed to be your security, is actually the anchor holding you in a system designed to keep you working forever. Today, I'm going to show you the 3 hidden traps of earned income that keep you on the financial hamster wheel, no matter how fast you run. And more importantly, I'll share the one mindset shift you need to make to finally stop running and start building a life you don't need to escape from. If this is hitting home for you, if you feel like you're doing everything right but still not getting ahead, then you're in the right place. This isn't about earning more. It's about understanding the game you're playing. Because once you get the rules, you can start to change them. And hey, if you find yourself nodding along, consider subscribing. We're all in this together, and I'll be sharing everything I learn about breaking free. The first trap is the sneakiest because it's all in our heads. It's a psychological glitch called the hedonic treadmill. It's our amazing and seriously frustrating human tendency to get used to stuff. No matter what happens in life, good or bad, we have an internal thermostat for happiness that always seems torse-set to the same baseline level. Think about your last big raise or bonus. Remember that jolt of excitement? That feeling of, I finally made it. You probably thought, this extra money changes everything. I can finally save, get ahead, and stop stressing. But what happened a few months later? The thrill was gone. That new, higher income just became your new normal. The feeling of being ahead vanished, and the same old financial pressures crept back in, just with more expensive scenery. That's the hedonic treadmill in action. You're running faster, your salary is climbing, but you never actually feel like you're getting anywhere because the finish line just keeps moving. This mental quirk has a financial twin: lifestyle inflation. As our income goes up, our expenses have this magical way of rising right alongside it. It's not like it happens overnight. It's a slow creep. I remember it happening to me. My first real job paid what I thought was a king's ransom. I had roommates, drove a clunker, and was totally happy. Then came the first big promotion. First thing I did? Got my own apartment. It wasn't a palace, but it was a step up. Then, after the next raise, I started thinking, I work hard. I deserve a nicer car. Suddenly, my old sedan was a new SUV with a monthly payment. The fancy dinners that were once a rare treat became a weekly thing. The yearly vacation went from a road trip to an international flight. Every single one of those decisions felt logical, like a well-deserved reward. But when you add them all up, they build an invisible cage of expenses. My savings rate didn't go up. My financial stress didn't go down. I was just funding a more expensive version of the same paycheck-to-paycheck life. I was running faster on the treadmill, but my view was just a fancier brick wall. And this isn't a personal flaw. It's a systemic trap. It's why you see studies showing that a huge number of high-income earners are still living paycheck to paycheck. They have more, but they don't feel like they have more. The pressure to keep up with your colleagues, your neighbors, with the image of a six-figure lifestyle is real. You buy the bigger house for the better school district, sign the kids up for expensive activities, and before you know it, that huge salary isn't just an income. It's a non-negotiable requirement to keep the whole show on the road. The salary that was supposed to buy your freedom now owns you. You can't quit the job because you can't afford the life you built around it. The second trap isn't about psychology. It's just cold, hard math. It's the reality of our tax system, which is basically set up to penalize one specific type of income, the salary you work so hard for. Let's call it the tax wall. It's that point where you realize that for every extra dollar you earn and every extra step you take, someone else's cut gets bigger and bigger. Let's talk about the single most demoralizing moment for anyone with a job, the bonus. You grind all year, crush your goals, and you're promised a fat $20,000 bonus. You've already spent it in your head, right? It's going to pay off student loans, cover a down payment, or fund that dream vacation. You picture that $20,000 hitting your bank account. And then the pay stub arrives, and your stomach drops. After federal taxes, state taxes, Social Security, and Medicare, that glorious $20,000 bonus has been vaporized down to maybe $13,000 if you're lucky. It's not just disappointing, it feels like a ripoff. It feels like you did 100% of the work for 65% of the reward. This isn't an accident. Our progressive tax system is designed this way for earned income. The more you make from your salary, the higher your marginal tax rate gets. This means the income you earn from your job is taxed at the highest possible rates. So, that jump from an $80,000 salary to $100,000 feels amazing. But the jump from $180,000 to $200,000, not nearly as impactful on your take-home pay. You're taking on more stress and responsibility, but the net gain gets smaller and smaller. You're pushing harder just to feel more of your effort get absorbed by the wall. Now, compare that to how other types of income are treated. Money from investments, like long-term capital gains, is taxed at much lower rates. Income from a business or real estate portfolio gets all sorts of advantages, deductions, depreciation, that are simply off limits to a regular W-2 employee. A real estate investor can make cash flow from a rental property and, at the same time, legally tell the government they lost money on paper thanks to depreciation slashing their tax bill. The brutal truth is this: the tax system favors owners, not earners. It's set up to reward people who make money from assets and systems, not people who trade their time for a paycheck. So while you're grinding away in your career, you're essentially playing the game on the highest difficulty setting. This tax drag is a huge reason why a high income rarely translates into real wealth. You're just getting penalized for following the exact path you were told was the key to success. This brings us to the third, and honestly, the most important trap. This one isn't about the money you're losing, it's about the life you're losing. This is the time and purpose deficit. The basic deal of a salary is a trade, your time and life energy for money. That trade seems pretty fair when you're starting out, but the terms get a lot worse the higher you climb. That six-figure salary isn't a gift. High-paying jobs are demanding. They demand your hours, your brain power, and your emotional energy. You're expected to be on call, answering emails at 10 p.m., solving other people's problems, and navigating stressful meetings. You get home exhausted, with just enough gas left in the tank to scarf down dinner, watch an hour of TV, and pass out before you do it all over again. Your most precious, non-renewable asset, your time, is being devoured by your job. The real cost of that job isn't just the hours you're at the office, it's the opportunity cost. It's the business you're not building. It's the investment portfolio you don't have time to research. It's the book you're not writing, the skill you're not learning, the passive income stream you're not creating. You're so busy serving the system that pays you that you have no time or energy left to build your own. This is the ultimate trap. The job you need for the money to invest for freedom is the very thing that stops you from doing it. This makes you dependent. When your salary is your only lifeline, losing your job feels like a catastrophe. So you live in fear. You're afraid to take risks, to push back, to say no. You put up with a toxic boss or a soul-crushing workload because the mortgage, the car payment, and the lifestyle are all on the line. The salary that once felt like an achievement now feels like a chain. And worse, these jobs create an echo chamber. Your entire social circle is colleagues in the same boat, complaining about the same pressures and validating each other's choices. It normalizes the golden handcuffs and makes it almost impossible to see another way. Your job title becomes your identity. Leaving doesn't just feel like a career change. It feels like you're losing a part of yourself, which is a terrifying thought. This deficit of time and purpose is a silent killer of dreams. It drains you of everything you need to build a life that's truly your own. The mindset shift from earning to owning. So if you're stuck in these traps, what's the escape route? It's not about trying to earn an even bigger salary. That's just sprinting faster on a broken treadmill. The way out is a complete shift in how you think about money. It's moving from a life of earning to a life of owning. Let's be clear on the difference. Earning is active. It demands your time. If you stop, the money stops. It's the world of the salary. Owning is about building or buying assets that generate income for you, whether you're working or not. It's about creating systems that make money for you while you sleep. It's about being paid for what you own, not what you do. Here's the new mantra: your job pays the bills. Your investments buy your freedom. Think of your salary as a tool, not the prize. It's seed capital. Right now, you might be using that seed capital to buy liabilities, things that take money out of your pocket. The mindset shift is to start using that seed capital to buy assets, things that put money into your pocket. What does that actually look like? It means taking a piece of your salary, no matter how small, and consistently buying assets. This could be investing in low-cost index funds that track the market. It could be buying your first rental property that brings in monthly cash flow. It could be starting a small online business that sells digital products or earns affiliate commissions. The goal isn't just a bigger paycheck. The goal is to build and acquire assets until the passive income they generate is enough to cover your monthly expenses. That is the real definition of financial freedom. It's not a number. It's the moment you no longer have to trade your time for money to live. The idea that a high salary equals freedom is a myth. It's a series of traps that keep you running on a treadmill of lifestyle inflation, slamming into a tax wall that punishes hard work, and draining you of the time and energy you need to build something real. The way out isn't more earned money. It's a completely different game. It's the shift from earning to owning. It's finally understanding that your salary isn't wealth. It's the tool you use to build wealth. True freedom isn't about the size of your paycheck. It's about the source of your income. It's about building a life where your money finally starts working for you instead of the other way around. If you're ready to get off the hamster wheel and start building a life of ownership, make sure you subscribe to this channel. This is just the first step. In my next video, we're going to break down the first practical step you can take to build an income stream outside of your 9 to 5. Thanks for watching.